I guess Resident Evil's getting another. Is this yet another fucking attempt to do it?
Yeah. So the thing that gives me pause with this is that Sony is involved in it again, which they've been involved with the Mila Jovovich movies. They were involved with the Welcome to Raccoon City, which I absolutely loved. The Paul W.S. Anderson ones.
Oh, you liked all those?
Not so much.
Oh, yeah. You talking about the recent one they did? Welcome to Raccoon City?
The more recent one, Welcome to Raccoon City, was the most accurate to the games, but none of them have really been.
Yeah, because the Jovic ones are they just go off the reservation.
They were just fans are going to love if we put this in here, but it makes no sense.
Yeah, right.
But the reason I'm looking forward to this one is it's written and directed by Zach Creggor, who did the movie Barbarian.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that one?
I haven't, but who's
so there's Bill Skarsgård.
Okay.
Justin Long. It's a kind of a horror movie.
Okay. I've heard about it.
And that I'm going to get into that. That's one of my recommendations because I just watched it.
Cool.
But I had to go watch it because I've heard of the guy before.
Yeah.
And the things that he's done, but I'd never seen Barbarian when it came out in theaters.
Sure.
And I went and watched it the other night, and it was really good.
Nice.
But he wants to do. So he's got a project coming out right now called Weapons. Which
I've heard a lot of cool things about that. It's got some eerie footage, right? It's isn't a kid repeating, running, but something's changing or something. Or I didn't catch it, but I have a lot of good buzz on it. Yeah, for sure.
So this is his next project after that. So he looks to start shooting in September.
Oh, okay.
He says it's not going to be like any of the other Resident Evil movies. Thank you. Right now, the plan is for a September 2026 release date. Austin Abrams, so far, is the only cast member that's really being looked at to be in the film in an unspecified role, but he has had roles in Euphoria and The Walking Dead before.
Okay, sure.
And Anthony Starr has expressed his interest in playing Albert Wesker, which if he does, holy shit, that'd be a perfect role for him.
He plays Homelander, right?
Yes.
And then this character, is he the scientist behind the Umbrella?
Albert Wesker is the... So he's the guy that Lance Reddick played in the Netflix series.
Okay.
But he's the enforcer kind of guy of Umbrella.
Oh, okay.
So it's have you ever seen that guy with the slick back blonde hair and the glasses?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
A little bit, yeah.
That's who he wants to play.
Oh.
Which he would be perfect for that role because he can play
He just step off the boys set and
pretty much. I mean, pretty much.
In a lab coat.
Exactly.
What Zach Creggor has said in his recent interviews with this, said there's a moment that comes in almost every Resident Evil game where you find yourself in a dark passageway, your health is almost zero, and there's no way around. You have to go through, but you know there's something awful for you in the darkness. That's a thrill that the Resident Evil games have perfected, and my movie will be built in the spirit of those games and follows one central protagonist from point A to point B as they descend deeper into hell.
Wow.
So that sounds really good. And
I was going to say, someone got it.
Yeah.
Finally, a fanboy too,
someone
right?
finally.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's amazing.
So that's the thing that I think works really well with Resident Evil, especially the earlier games and the more recent ones like 7 and 8, is that you don't know what's coming. Yeah. And it's, the hallways and everything are really restricted. If there is something waiting for you around the corner, you have nowhere to go. You have to fight or die. Kind of thing.
Yeah. That's kind of what Barbarian was, wasn't it? What is Barbarian about exactly?
Very much so. So I'll get into that. That's my recommendation for today.
Because I wanted to know
the premise of Barbarian is these people go to stay in this Airbnb.
Okay.
Right. And it ends up getting kind of like double booked. So there's these two people that are staying there, complete strangers, whatever. There's all these tunnels and stuff under the house that are just absolutely claustrophobic and dark as hell. But there's this deformed woman in there that's chasing after them. and it's like you can't see shit. And if they do that, if they apply that concept to a Resident Evil film, I'm going to be so down for it.
How did they get down there? Like, were they looking for wine or something?
No, it was like, so somebody got locked in the basement, right? And found this room that has,
let's go in here,
a bed, a camera, a bucket, and a bloody handprint on the wall.
Okay.
So they're like, okay, let's get the fuck out of here. And of course, the guy's like, oh, I want to go see this shit. So he goes down there and he gets abducted by this creature thing.
Oh, I've seen the preview to this.
It's really good. It's a 2022 movie, so it's fairly old.
Yeah.
But you can see it for free on Tubi.
Oh, okay. With ads, probably.
With ads, yeah. Right. Which sucks.
You probably need a break between crying and shitting yourself.
Yeah.
But
scary. It's really, really well done.
Yeah. Low budget, you can tell? Or
I think the max budget on it was $45 million.
So I wonder how much they'll have to do the Resident Evil film, maybe 100 or so. Like, I wonder if it's a bit low.
Well, if he does it like he did this, it was very minimalist and very practical.
Yes.
So it'd be cool to see that.
Right. Because if you
less is more with it, I think. But like the thing I had wrong with, or that I felt was wrong with, like the Paul W.S. Anderson movie is that, or series of movies, was that they were just all about like put my wife in spandex and have her kick a bunch of ass. And it made no fucking sense compared to the games, except maybe Resident Evil 6, which is the worst one ever made.
How many do they make?
They're on 8 games now.
I mean, I'm sorry, the movies.
The movies?
W.S. Anderson, or Paul...
5.
Whatever his fucking name is.
5?
I think 5, yeah.
5,
I think, of those. And then there was Welcome to Raccoon City, which was more based on the first 2 games.
And that was probably like a lower budget type of film too, right?
It was.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Right. And then they did the series on Netflix.
They did the series on Netflix,
which wasn't great. Yeah.
The best thing about that series was Lance Reddick.
Right. Yep.
Which isn't saying a lot because he didn't get to do a whole hell of a lot.
Spoilers.
But
I'll never see it. Yeah.
No, I did a review on that.
Did you?
On my channel a long time ago. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it because if any video game franchise needs some love, it's Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And even if they don't go 100% based off the games, there's enough lore out there where you can make it like a side story.
Sure.
I mean, there's been like stage productions in Japan of Resident Evil that are considered canon.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like the actual, like, there's a, forget who does the video, but there's a video out on YouTube. If you look for like the entire Resident Evil timeline explained. Yeah. It's like a 3 or 4 hour video.
God dang.
But like, you got to understand, they've done, there's the 8 main games. They've done remakes, which have expanded on the story. They've done prequels, side stories, anime,
right?
You know, not anime, like the computer generated, like CGI type.
Oh, sure.
Animated movies.
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah. Gotcha.
But this looks real. I mean, conceptually, it sounds awesome.
Sounds like they got the right director, and does he write too, or is he just a director?
He is writing it.
Oh, nice.
Also,
okay.
But he is.
That's what you need for these projects. You need someone who like digs it and
owns it front to back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the studios get the fuck out of his way or her way. Yeah.
But when I was like kind of. Because I always like to watch a movie and then go and like look it up on IMDb and stuff like that.
Same.
Like the trivia, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
When this released, it had a 95% approval rating on, again, Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't take as gospel.
Grain of salt, right?
Yeah. But for a horror movie to get a high rating like that, it has to be a damn good one.
Right.
Because like no horror movie gets rated that high.
Yeah.
You know, which
that should be pretty exceptional to get it.
Exactly. And I know he's not working with Blumhouse, but his like Barbarian has a very Blumhouse feel to it.
Sure.
Like it's very minimalist.
Yeah.
But you don't need anything more than that.
Right.
So I'm excited to see what he can do with the franchise.
Yeah, I mean, really it's all about your mind's perception of things, so you don't really have to go all out with the CG shit
and what
feed people visually. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
And
all the way.
I think if you at this point, Resident Evil is like 30 years old now. The first one came out in 96.
Yeah, just about
almost 30. Yeah,
I think. So, I mean, if you did a 1-for-1 movie, like they go to the mansion, they go to the Spencer mansion in the first one, they go to the police department in the second one, people would probably be bored.
Yeah, which is kind of what they did with the original franchise, right?
Not really.
I mean, loosey goosey, yeah.
Yeah, they were very fast and loose with it.
So do you think this will be like a original story in that universe, or are they actually going to try to do the game, like the characters we know?
It's probably... So for Resident Evil, there's, like I said, shit tons of lore about it out there, and there's just as many fans as there is lore for Resident Evil. They're probably going to do something to tie it in to it, or have it like be adjacent. You know what I mean?
Like what Fallout did.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Like it's not...
It all exists.
It doesn't take place in like the vault from the first, the third game or New Vegas
showing
or
you,
whatever.
Another angle of the whole story.
Exactly. Like it's not going to be Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield, but they'll probably come up, or Umbrella will come up, and hell, if they're going to put Wesker in it, that's not official. Anthony Starr wants that to happen. Will that happen? I don't know.
Right. Can they afford them? Who knows how much unless it's a passion project, maybe he'll take less money.
Honestly, I would say if a actor says, I want to do this role, versus fans being like, we want this actor for that role.
Yeah.
I think you have a little more leeway with that. Like with Mortal Kombat, when they were trying to get Ryan Reynolds to play Johnny Cage.
Oh, yeah.
Like that would have taken the budget from here to here.
Right.
Easily. Right. But... Yeah. I'm glad they went with Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I think it'll work out.